Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Waking Up America with the Conservative Viewpoint. I'm Charlie, your host. I am the Country Conservative. How are you this fine Friday morning, July 26, 2024? Early. I'm tired. Uh, Too bright and early this morning. Too much stuff going on to cover everything. Was tired yesterday. Didn't feel like staying up late last night and getting stuff ready for the show today. So I just said, heck with it, signed off and just went to bed and got back up again at 4 o'clock this morning. It's so tiring. Can't sleep at night. And so I figured I'd come down here again, like I always do, and then do the show. But I'm also taking a little extended break. I will not be back until Wednesday to do this show. Just going away for a little longer weekend. We're not leaving until Sunday, actually. So I won't be back until Tuesday afternoon sometime. Hopefully I can do Tuesday night's Conservative Viewpoint show. And then after Wednesday show, I will not be back. I will be taking another break until the following Monday, hopefully. I'm going to have a little surgery done on my back. So hopefully I'll be able to walk enough to come down to the studio and start the show again the following Monday. But I will put out ads to make sure that you guys know when I'm going on, when I'm going to do this show. So I'll definitely remind you on Wednesday. Not that I get a lot of people that comes on to the show this mornings, but one person, that's fine with me. I'm happy with getting the word out to one person, the truth. And that's what I'm here to do, to put the truth out to people and to give you a glimpse into what I'm going to go over on my weeknight podcast, The Conservative Viewpoint, which we stream live 9 p.m. every weeknight, Eastern Standard Time. I say that because we have people from other time zones that tune in and want to make sure they get the right time. Some guys stay up until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning to watch the show, which I really appreciate that. And it's great. So I say Eastern Standard Time all the time because of that reason. So people, if you guys out there think I'm weird, well, I am weird, but that's not the point. Point is that I just do it because make sure everybody knows what time we are here in Pennsylvania. And yeah, I know I admitted to being in Pennsylvania, which that's not good. But anyways, I'm here to give you a glimpse into what tonight's show is going to be about. So first, we're going to start off with something I probably will not show tonight on the show. But people were talking about when Joe Biden withdrew from the race. And there's something in the show about it. But what I'm going to show is the letter that he wrote. And everybody's talking about the letter. And there was no presidential seal. Well, that's because it was a campaign letter. And they don't use presidential stuff for campaigning. So that's why they're saying that there was no seal on his letter he wrote. But the big deal is that they're making is his signature. Now, I'm going to show you this, and I think my voice will stay on when I show you this screenshot of the two signatures on the letter. Now, I put two windows up together, so you'll see all my articles behind it, too, that will show you, and let me show you right now. Take a look for yourselves if you guys can see this on screen, and I've got like a 10-second delay, so you'll see it. But if you notice, there is a difference in his signature. You got the big whatever that line is. I guess that's a J. But look at the other letters beside that big line. It's slash looking line. That's different. His B is different. And I know I don't sign my letters all the same, but a lot of people, most people do. But then when look at this one, looks like it has an S at the end. If you can see that. And I have my thingy here, which I don't know if you guys can see my cursor, probably not. But the S here, the E is different here. The I is definitely different. So there's a big difference between the signatures on here compared to the other one. So that is a little suspicious. Somebody signed it for him, maybe. Or whatever. And which you're not supposed to do, but it has been done. So that is a big difference, and that's what people have been talking about. Not only that, they've been talking about the bruise. It looks like there's a bruise on his left side as he's looking at us. We're looking at him. It's on his right side if we're looking at him. Check it out. You go back and look, but I think I have a video, but I mean, not a video, just a picture, and I haven't screen shared that. So let me see if I can find it here. They don't have a close-up of him. Nope, that's not. Yeah, I'm taking that one off, but I don't think I put the letter up here. Oh, I did. Let's see. Okay, let's try this. Let me see if you guys can see this. Let me put it up. No, but don't go closer with me off. But I want you to take a look down here, and if you're looking at the screen, look to your right-hand side at the bottom of his chin. On the right-hand side of his chin. Our right, not his right. His left. And if you can see that bruise right there, people are making a deal about that too. Right here. Can you see that? But and look at his mouth. I don't know if that's always been that way. And his left eye could have had a TIA, which is a mini stroke. I will bring that up tonight. But let's take this off so you guys don't have to see that. And I stopped screen sharing because we found out that it causes reverberation in the voices and stuff, and it messes things up, gives it the echoes and stuff like that. Hey, Kurt, thanks for stopping in. Kurt was somebody that came on our show last night. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Thank you, Kurt. Yes, I will. They're just going to decompress the disc in my back. So hopefully I'm only off, down a couple of days, and I'll be able to walk down steps in 4 days. So because next Thursday is my surgery, then I'll have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all those days to recuperate. So all I got to do is sit here, and I only sit here for like an hour or so because my leg starts hurting. I have nerve damage in a leg from an injury a long time ago. So I only sit here for short periods of time, and have to go put it up and get and feel better. So, but thank you, Kurt. I will do that. But the little mini vacation before I go I'm going to go see some horse racing, and we'll go from there. But here we go. I'm going to give you a glimpse into what I'm going to be going over tonight. Let me see if I can get back to it here. There it is. And this is pretty much going to be a Kamala Harris night, which we get into chats. You guys got to join us at Wimkin, WIMKIN. If not, if you're on Twitter or if you're somewhere else, join in chat there. Get your chat going. And I check them all the time. And the biggest one is in Wimpkin. But if you want to do that, WIMKIN.com. Download the app. Get in there. Get involved. We have tons of people in there talking about everything that we're going over and plus more. You'll enjoy it. Trust me. It's a great time. We have a blast in there. So, all right. First thing I'm going to go over, and like I said, I might not go over all these articles tonight. I've got 16 of them on right now. And the first one is Jen Psaki gives Kamala Harris some bad news on replacing Joe Biden. And she puts it out there, and you know who Jen Psaki was, the press secretary, the good lying press secretary for Joe Biden, until she quit and went to MSNBC or wherever the hell she went, and she just lying on there now. So, but she's a good liar. She doesn't have to fumble through a book like KJP does. And the only reason KJP was hired because she was a DEI hire, and a bad one at that. She fumbles through a book, and she got all those tabs on it, if you ever saw that. And she's flipping through. Wait a second. I got to find my lie to be able to talk to you about. And okay, that's all I can say for now. I'm not going to get into that. Okay. Then Jen Psaki is. I'll circle back to you on that. So the worst ever press secretaries in the world. Not like Kelly McEnany. She put it straight out there. She didn't need no damn book to lie to you. She didn't lie. If she did lie, she was really good at it. But she didn't need a book to tell you anything. She, right off the top of her head. That's what you call a real press secretary. I hope you guys got your coffee this morning, and getting woke up. It's hard. It's Friday, and it's the weekend coming up. And it's hard to get going. I'm telling you, just like Mondays is a drag, and dragging your feet out of bed saying, oh, I know I got to go to work, and that sucks too. So, all right, next we got the border czar. No matter what, Axios caught red-handed as it claims that VP Harris was never the border czar, and she actually was the border czar. The other night's show, I showed you she was appointed border czar in March of 2021. She most definitely was. Then all you have is all of these idiot fake news liberal media companies lying about this border czar stuff. She most definitely was appointed from Joe Biden's mouth himself to take care of the border. And because it was a disaster, they are trying to cover it up. And I had something in here, and I can't remember where the heck's it's at. Let me see where I put it. I should have put it down here with this one. But where the heck's it at? Nope, that's not it. Not it. Not that either. Cheese and pizza. I know it's here. But anyways, she is trying to remove title border czar from her name. Well, you can't do that. She is ultimately, Joe Biden is ultimately responsible for it because of being the installed president. But when he appointed her to take care of the Mexico border, that made her the border czar. You can't cover up the fact that she is the ultimate destroyer of our country, allowing almost 15 million, maybe even more. I think they stopped counting because it's so bad, of these illegal criminals coming across, drug cartel, MS-13 gang members, terrorists that have come across this border. And don't forget to expect something to happen, because it's going to happen because of all these terrorists that are positioning themselves, just like China and Russia are doing, for something horrible to happen in this country. Not if, when. Just like what we were told when I was still at the prison working. It's not as when you're going to fight an inmate, or if you're going to fight an inmate, it's when. So it expects something to happen. And that's why we give, on tonight's show, we give Don't Get Dead disaster factor tips of the day of how to prepare for an emergency. So you need to, because I've got an article at the end here that'll tell you why, and it'll show you why you need to prepare for something going to happen. But I'm not going to give it away for you guys either. But I'm going to give it away for you, the title of it, here towards the end. But yep, she is the border czar. And every time you guys see a picture of her on the internet somewhere, put border czar down on the thing. They hate it. They want it to go away. They want us to drop it. Guess what? We're not going to. We're not going to drop it. We're going to keep it up, because she is responsible for what's going on in this country with the assaults, the murders by these illegal criminals, which they're all getting everything. And what I heard yesterday, that Gruesome Newsom from California governor is tearing down all the tent encampments, the homeless, and booting them out. Now, where are they supposed to go? Well, you got illegal criminals living in 5-star hotels like in New York, but our homeless is booted aside. Where are they supposed to go? They're still homeless. They still have nowhere to sleep. You don't have enough shelters to help these people, but you're going to boot them out, but you're not going to do anything to these illegal criminals. This is where I get irked up. So, let's move on. Okay, next, we got the House, and I put this on yesterday, and I'll probably throw this off for tonight. The House passes a resolution condemning Harris's work as border czar, failing to secure the southern border. Now, I don't know what it means, but the resolution was introduced by Ellis Stefanik, Republican out of New York, House Republican Conference Chair, formally condemns the administration for failing to secure the border, pointing out that 9.7 million illegal encounters, that's not the gotaways, nationwide since January 2021, and refers to Harris as President Biden's border czar, which that is what she is. It's not a bad term, but it means you're in charge, and she failed to do it. Well, we know that the impeachment resolution against her will fail, but hopefully it comes to a point where they do impeach her, at least in the House. Yeah, but the problem is that when they impeached Trump, they were on false allegations. These are not false allegations. We see it every day. So don't get it screwed up. She deserves it. Biden should be out too because of his mental acuity, but nothing's being done. I got an itch. They are letting this demented fool remain in the White House, which he should not even hold a driver's license, right? Which he probably doesn't have a driver's license anyways. But he shouldn't run a lemonade stand right now because of his mental problems. And it's not mental like crazy, but you know what I mean, medical wise. All right, moving on. What do we got? Pro-Harris media scrambles to erase. There it is. Erase border czar from her resume as GOP highlights her record. This is nothing compared to how she's moved up so fast in her political career. And it's not something we talk about on morning shows where kids could be listening. Oh, yeah. And I do want to get into that, but I've got so much going on tonight. And it's going to be the weekend, and I'm going to enjoy myself because of my surgery next week. So we're going to get that another day. But other people will probably bring it up, and there's a lot to bring up. How else does somebody move up quickly in rank in their companies? Yeah, okay. But they're trying to remember, put border czar in every picture you see on Twitter, whatever social media sites you guys are using. Make sure you put border czar in every one of her pics. Big letters too. Type it out, or if you can go to Paint and get a picture and post a photo of border czar, or go to GIFs. I'm sure we can find something on there that says border czar. Post it everywhere and keep doing it every day until November, because she is responsible for the disastrous country that we're living in right now as far as the border goes. Then Joe Biden takes all the other blame for the inflation, taxes, gas prices, food prices, and I could go on and on and on. I got a list back here on failures. I got Trump's accomplishments, and I got Joe Biden's accomplishments. Here's Joe Biden's. Here's Trump's accomplishments. So you want to go with me? I'll get that out, you liberal idiots, and I'll show you the differences. All right, next, we're moving on. Vice President takes aim at an extremist Republican policy on education and guns. Okay. She wants to talk about the Republicans wanting to ban books. But you don't want to give out the title of the books that we all, if you have any brains to you and you're not a pedophile, would want to ban. We're not going to give them this morning on a family-friendly show. But they are not something a child should be reading. And you guys have heard this for a long time now. It's been years now that they've been getting these books out of children's libraries and schools. That's something that would make your mother blush, and they should not, or your grandmother. Um, they should not be showing these to kids. They should not be teaching this stuff. It should not be available to kids. It's like just grabbing a Playboy and say, "Here, there you go." No, I don't think so. If you want to talk to kids about this stuff, you're a pedophile and you need to be in prison and on a list. Now, faith leaders warn of Harris' anti-Catholic bigotry. And this is exactly what the Democrats are doing with the FBI going and calling Catholics extreme religious. My married family are Catholics. I've went to a few of their masses. There's nothing extreme about it. They do not talk about hurting people, killing people like Muslims do. That's who you need to be going to and invading, because I know by working at the prison firsthand of Muslims just sitting there and telling me to my face that they would kill me in a heartbeat if they were on the streets. And this guy was a murderer, and he was in prison for being a murderer. And he had no qualms about telling me, "I'll kill you in a heartbeat if we were on the street, just because I'm a white man." And they are taught we are the infidels or something like that crap. So this is what Kamala Harris is for also. So, and she doesn't deny any of this stuff. A lot of this stuff is on camera that she does not deny. So that should make you think. All right, here we go. Kamala Harris reacts to anti-Israel riots at D.C. Union Station. Well, it took her enough time, but they all, and I never understood this. What does it matter what any politician thinks or does on something that happens on the street? Well, they're the cause of all this stuff anyway. The anti-rhetoric that they push on Israel and Hamas and all this stuff. When you have terrorist sympathizers sitting in our government, working their way through from the government, the highest levels up and down to us, they are infiltrating our government, and they are talking crap, and they're sympathizing with terrorists, our government officials. So doesn't that make you wonder? Every one of those squad members need removed from office immediately and send them to Gaza. Send them with these flag burners and stuff. Oh yeah, because I did find last night's episode of Conservative Viewpoint, one of the listeners in there, and great people. She's awesome. Ask about, is there a law about burning the flag? Well, I did find out, and no, it is protected under the First Amendment. Supreme Court ruled. I have a video on that I'm going to be showing tonight. If you guys can make it, join us tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then protesters take down the flag off the Capitol pole and burn it. And they're running around with an Israeli flag or a Palestinian flag or anything. These people about Palestine are brainwashed. They've been controlled by Hamas for years. And they're protecting these people. You like it so much, you burn our flag, get the hell out. It's plain and simple. If you don't like it, go. I don't really care. I'm not going to lose any more sleep. I lose enough sleep. I don't need to lose sleep over idiots. So just take a one-way ticket, go to Gaza, but you better not be gay or anything like that, because they'll kill you. They beat a woman on TV for not having her hair covered. This is stuff that, go ahead, go live there and see how you make out. You don't have the rights you have now. And we're in a dictatorship right now anyway. So go. I dare you. Harris raised money for controversial Freedom Fund. Like I said, I haven't went over all these articles yet. Like I said, usually I'll stay up after my night show, my night podcast, and I'll set up the articles and go over them and read through them and stuff. And I got an itch again in my ear. These things make my ears thing, but I'm not showing any videos. So, and I usually do this so I can hear the videos too and go over them so we can talk about them afterwards. So let me see here real quick. Thanks, Brave8336. So I love it when people get on here, and there's another one, Dennis. There's an unholy alliance between atheist, Marxist left, and Muslim extremists who hate atheist infidels. There you go. I couldn't done it better myself. Said it better myself right there. Dennis is another great guy that we see in Wimpkin all the time, and he helps me out with the show with the Don't Get Dead Disaster Factor tip of the day. Dennis actually brought that up, and I was working on something like that, and he helps me out every time. He gives his tip, and I give my tip. Each night we give that. But since I'll be off for a few days here, we won't be going because I won't have the show. And hopefully I get Tuesday show, night show in, and Wednesdays, and then I'll be off for my surgery for a couple days. So then when I come back, we'll hit it again and get into it. But she raises money for a controversial freedom fund, which I will be going over more in depth tonight. I haven't even, I'll be honest with you, I haven't even looked over it yet. So I'm not sure what the fund is that she's been raising money for, but of course it can't be good. Okay, now I was going to go over this morning, about Obama's plans to endorse VP Harris. Now, just a day or so ago, he said he wanted an open convention. But now, 25 minutes before I went live, Obama has officially endorsed Kamala Harris. So I am going to take that article off because he's not planning on it. Yahoo put out this morning, Yahoo News, and I saw CBS and other ones put out that he officially endorsed her. 4 o'clock this morning, they post this. So, according to them, he posted. So, but she still has a way to go. This doesn't mean that she automatically gets this nomination. Don't fret about that. Somebody else could come up. They could give it to somebody else. There's like 4,000 delegates that they can use to give to somebody else if they want to. But everybody's kind of turning to the point that they are going to give it to her. I think the Democrats should take a real good look at this because she's got a lot of dark past that's going to come up. And they better look into that first because it's not good. They better get somebody that doesn't have a dark past like this. All right, then there's the one about the bruise that I showed you guys. If you guys think he had the bruise on his face, why? Supposedly he had COVID, a flu. You notice nobody has flus anymore. They have COVID, but they treat that with flu medicine. Oh yeah, that's what that Paxlovid or whatever it is. It's a flu medicine. They just changed the name of it from influenza, whatever it is, to Paxlovid or whatever the hell it was that he was taking. All right, what do we got? There's the bruise. Oh, and because of this administration, I always throw a couple off the subject topics, in at the end, just in case I make it to them. Like I said, I've got 16 up. I'll probably get rid of some of these, but during Biden's withdrawal, when he addressed the nation the other day, U.S. military intercepts China, Russia fighter jets near Alaska prior to Biden's Oval Office address. This is the kind of stuff that we're having to worry about because of this administration's weakness, because they see Joe Biden's weakness and they are using that to every advantage that they have. This is the kind of stuff that we have to worry about. We never had this problem under Trump. You didn't have to worry about people challenging us or threatening us or anything like that. And that's what we need back. We need them to understand we are the greatest military fighting force ever. We have the best fighting force, and Biden administration is ruining our military. We have to re-strengthen our military back and restock our weaponry that they keep giving away free to Ukraine, and nothing's being done about it. They're not resupplying our stuff. We have to protect our country, not other people's countries. No, that's enough of that crap. But we got one more here, and I threw this one in because it's funny to me. Judge threatens to sanction Hunter Biden's attorneys for false statements. Well, it's about time. Will it happen? Who knows? I'm hoping it does, but we'll see. But these are all the articles that I'm going to be going over tonight. If you could make it, please join me. It is 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Well, I'll get into depth. I'll have videos for you. I'll have everything. But as soon as I break from here, I am going to go water the garden. It didn't rain last night or yesterday, so I'm going to go water the garden. I'm going to go make some deer jerky. Then I'm going to come back down here and get busy on this and get this show set up for tonight. But please join me tonight. Conservative Viewpoint, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Get your friends, your families, and everybody to come out. Get us on Wimpkin. Join into the conversation. We have a great conversation. Everybody's nice here. We don't call people names. Your opinion matters to all of us. And they help me get this show. They make time go so fast, too. So a minute, I'll be fine and just taking my time like I do this morning in my morning shows. But then all of a sudden I look over at the clock and it's like, oh my good, I got 5 minutes left. I got 5 more articles to go over. Yeah, that doesn't happen sometimes. So, but join us tonight because we get into great conversations. Nobody calls anybody's names, nothing like that. You have your opinion and they give you their opinion back. So you take it what you will. But we have a blast. But you could also, like I said, if you're on Twitter, chat in Twitter or Facebook or YouTube. I'm on YouTube. I'm on all of them. Facebook. Facebook's under Charlie Brown. Yes, I'm not lying to you. So if you want to friend me, go to Facebook, friend me on there. YouTube, I stream on 2 of them, but for some reason nobody's seeing the other one and it's been up for a couple months now. They might be shadow banning me or something because I'm a conservative. But a few people see it under Country Conservative 1776. And my X, my Rumble, my Wimpkin are all under Country Conservative. Find me on one of those, and you can email me at Country Conservative, at Conservative Viewpoint at yahoo.com. If you don't know if you can't find me somewhere, email me, and I'll give you the information again on there. But please join me tonight. Get involved. Get your voices out there. If you make a comment that you want out, I will. All right, Daniel, thank you for stopping by, though. I've got a couple guys on here that tune in at night, and they must be getting ready for work or something, and they stop by. I appreciate that. These guys are awesome. I love them all. So stop by. Join us. We're like a family in there. We get talking a bunch of stuff. I miss a lot of them because they fly through so fast, and I'm trying to get through the very videos and everything that I had a bug flying around. I don't know what the heck that was. But guys, all right, I'm going to let you guys go. Get ready for work and whatever. And I'm going to go water my garden and get my stuff done. So please, if you can, join me tonight on the Conservative Viewpoint at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and listen to what we go over in depth. And here out are another Don't Get Dead Disaster Factor tip of the day. I give away mugs. I'm hoping somebody answers me of my question is what do I tell everybody at the end of my video, and I'm not going to give it away to you guys, but I actually did, but I'm not going to tell you guys because you could email me at conservativeviewpoint at yahoo.com. Give me the answer and win one of these mugs behind me, which if you can see them, win one of these. I might be giving some t-shirts away that I make and stickers or whatever, but please join me tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Conservative Viewpoint. You won't be disappointed. Trust me. All right, guys. With that, you guys have a good day, and I'll see you tonight.